We're with Nick from CBRE. And Nick, the first question I have for you, very simple one. What are your top frustrations with the new build house purchase process?
It's a good question. I think the challenges around this are really the nature of buying a house generally is always difficult. You tend to kind of put something in at the beginning and then you don't hear or see anything until something pops out the other end. And actually having some kind of clarity around that is the biggest frustration I think that's in the market at the moment, whether that's new build or existing. But it's that ability to understand what's going on behind the scenes and being able to track it.
Is the industry making strides in that direction or not?
Yeah, they are, and I think there are a number of horses set off at the same time. So, you're looking at digitalising the land registry. In other words, trying to create that process in a digital manner so that we will have access to that information. You're looking at better insight into financial records so that you're not slaving over that as well. And I think even in your pre-sales process, you're being able to look across large amounts of data and select an area and a specific region you want to be in so that you can drill into that and make a decision about where it is you want to live. But we're beginning to see data sets collected and those data sets being combined. And it's a matter of time before we get to the point where we've got digital contracts, we're putting stuff through in a process that, let's face it should be a simple process that shouldn't take as long as it does at the moment.
And what about other tech-savvy sectors? What should the new build sector be learning from them?
It's really interesting because I think the automotive sector is a really good driver for this. And I mean that because not just in the sense of when you buy an expensive car, you get to choose all the items on it, you get your finance package, it happens quite quickly. But actually there's a lot of learnings from the design side as well. So building information modelling, designing 3D buildings, that came from automotive. It came from an automotive sector that's been doing this for 10 years because that's how they engineer cars. And we need to take some of that technology into real estate, into residential, into property, but we also need to understand that buying process as well, that you can do something relatively simple that's high-end through a system of selection. And it's that selection and having clear stages. We're a little bit challenged because you have lots of different advisors in the process. How do we bring those advisors onto a platform that's allowing us to then make it seamless?
If you were to pick one innovation that the new build sector could embrace over the next couple of years, what would that be?
I think it would be this idea that you would have a digital passport. We talked about, 7 or 8 years ago you had to have your pre-sales book that had all the information in it. Actually, why aren't we progressing with that and having that in a digital format that's been pre-checked, that's been agreed and is there so that that first stage can be done quickly?
And a very important question. You're buying a new house, a new build property, the biggest purchase of your life. How should that customer journey feel, ideally?
One word, frictionless.
Develop that thought for us, Nick.
Frictionless means it's smooth, it's easy, it's simple. It shouldn't have blocks and challenges. There should be clarity, there should be an ability to allow the process to go through seamlessly and in a frictionless way.
Nick, thanks so much for talking to us.